I'm shook for her. Reading that kind of sent me chills down my spine, because imagine having to go identify one of your family members' bodies. Ooh, girl. Hello, spooky legends. Welcome back to my motherfucking channel. Today is gonna be another different video. I mean, I'm trying to switch it up all of Halloween or October basically, and just give you guys some scary videos because I love spooky season and I love making these videos. So if you like, you know, this kind of style of video, make sure you like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be reading a scary story. I'm gonna make it as interesting as I can. So let's go. I'm ready. I never watched a video like this. I know there's tons of creepypastas and stuff, but I never watched a video like this. So I don't even know what to expect. So let's get into it. The title of the story is called Identical Twins. It's a short story. And everybody just knows twins are scary. Well, not really. I mean, but if you think about it, twins are just, they're odd. It's an oddball, you know, having two of the identical looking babies, just pushing them out. It's just crazy to me. But let's get into this. I'm absolutely ready. Let's go. Eventually, everyone experiences that terrible feeling of loss when a loved one dies. The death of a parent is something everyone has to go through, and it feels horrible, like a knife piercing through your heart. The death of a brother or a sister is even worse, especially if it happens to you when you're young. Even worse than that is the death of your child. Your life almost comes to a stop. It's somehow unnatural. Parents are not meant to outlive their children. So already, the intro to this story has me shooken up. Let's keep going. However, there's one thing more painful than all of the above. It's the death of an identical twin. When your identical twin passes away, it almost feels like as if you have died as well. My sister and I were very close. People constantly got us confused. We were identical twins. Instead of being annoyed, it was rather amusing. It gave us an opportunity to get up to all sorts of mischief. We could always have fun posing as each other and causing as much confusion as possible. May and Kay. Kay and May, that's what they call us. At home, we shared the same bedroom and played in the same backyard. At school, we were in the same class, hung out in the same group of friends. After graduation, we went to the same university and were roommates on campus. We even fell in love with the same guy, which was so strange, but he eventually chose her, not me. However, he still managed to get me confused with my sister almost every day, which always amused us. So what I'm hearing so far is, and this is true, if you have a twin, that's your best friend for life, you know, but it's your best friend for life. It's your lifeline right there. You know, you came into this world together. You want to leave into this world together. So let's keep going. I never had much luck with men. She was the attractive one. Even though we looked exactly the same, she somehow had a more attractive personality. She always was the popular one. Soon after graduating university, she got married, and soon after that, she had a baby, which made me an aunt. Now my sister had two people who loved her, and I had none. She always was the lucky one. They say that if one identical twin is in pain, the other twin can feel it, even if they are hundreds of miles away. Don't believe it. This is simply not true. Interesting. Because, I mean, that's how we all thought, you know? If you don't have a twin, I mean, I guess that's basically your perception of twins is if one twin is in pain, so is the other. Let's keep going. This is getting interesting. My sister never experienced my pain. She never knew the turmoil that was eating me up from the inside. She was oblivious to it all. As her life went from success to success, mine was spiraling out of control. She was happy, I was depressed, and the happier she became, the more depressed I grew, until it was almost overwhelming. I never felt her pain either. So basically, she's jealous of her sister and her successes in life, and she has had a lot of letdowns in her life. So wow. It's strange to look at your own grave, the place where you know someday you will be laid to rest. It's even stranger to see yourself photographed on the gravestone with the dates of your birth and death engraved below it. May Phillips, born April 21st, 1986. Died January 21st, 2016. Beloved daughter and dearest sister. Not one word of it was true. Okay, this just took a big turn, girl. I want to let you guys know I have not read this, pre-read it or anything. I read the first paragraph and was already interested in it before I started filming, but this is getting good, you guys. It was after 2 a.m. when the phone started ringing. My husband rolled over the bed and groaned. I composed myself and answered the phone. In a sleepy, slurred voice, I said, "Hello?" There was a man's voice on the other end. "Kay Phillips?" he asked. "Yes," I replied. "I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but I have some terrible news. Your sister May was found dead 2 hours ago. We need you to come to the morgue and identify the body." Life comes to a halt. Time stops. A part of you is gone forever. That's what it means to be a twin. I didn't cry. I was still in a state of shock, just could not squeeze the tears out of my eyes. "How did this happen?" I asked. "She was murdered," the policeman said, "stabbed 10 times in the chest. We found her in an alley just around the corner from the office where she worked." That's when the tears started. I was sleeping so much I could barely tell my husband what happened. The next morning, I drove down to the police station and identified my sister's body. It was her, of course. How could I fail to identify her? We had the same arms, the same legs, the same body, the same face. It was like looking at myself laid on a cold table in the morgue, totally naked with only a sheet to cover me. Well, damn. I'm shook for her. Reading that kind of sent me chills down my spine, because imagine having to go identify one of your family members' bodies. Ooh, girl, let's keep going. Afterwards, the police wanted to ask me some questions. They had ruled out robbery as a motive. They said that, however, whoever murdered her killed her for a reason. He wanted her dead. He stabbed her 10 times in the heart, and the only thing he stole was her mobile phone. "So you say the last time you saw your sister was 2 weeks ago?" the detective asked. I nodded. "We weren't on speaking terms," I said. "She was angry with me and she didn't want to speak to me. She was always angry with me. I don't know why." "So in the last 2 weeks, you didn't talk to each other by phone? You didn't arrange to meet up?" I shook my head, unable to get out words. The detective had been a little surprised to learn that we were not only sisters, but also identical twins. He wondered if there was any chance that the killer had got us confused and actually murdered the wrong one by mistake. Wow, I'm shook. That just shook me up. That was middle of the paragraph. Let me keep going. "That would complicate things even more. It meant that there would be twice as many suspects, one crime but twice as difficult to solve." "Do you know anyone who would want to harm you?" he asked. "No," I replied. "No one. I don't even have an enemy in the world." After leaving the police station, I got into my car, just sat there for a while. There were no tears. I just wanted to laugh. Girl. Well, they're definitely white. I took out my phone, went through the text messages. From Kay. "Of course I can meet you today. How about after you get off work?" Delete. From Kay. "I'm outside your office. Where are you?" Delete. "She was buried in a grave with my name. Our names were the only thing that ever distinguished us. Now there's nothing to tell us apart. It's so funny, so funny, so funny." Wow. I didn't know this would be funny, bro. Let's keep going. My husband is sleeping peacefully in the bed beside me, unaware that his wife is dead. It should be a sad day, but it feels like the first day of the rest of my family. I just got the chills. It's all adding up. She was... Well, let's keep going. Sorry, Kay. Sometimes it's necessary to make sacrifices in order to get through the things that rightfully belong to you. You had everything, and now it all belongs to me. But you know what they say. Even though twins are identical, there's always something that distinguishes them. My daughter is lying in her crib, but she won't go to sleep. She keeps staring at me. There's a strange look in her face. She could tell that something's wrong. She knows who I am. She's the only one who knows, but she can't tell anyone. By the time she's old enough to speak, she will have forgotten that I am not really her mother. Ooh, bro. The end. Wow. That was a good story. A little crazy, a little kooky, but it was really good. My thoughts on it though. I could see that being an episode of something, or even a show maybe, or even a movie, and they find out, you know, that she's the twin sister. That's crazy. That's crazy. Your twin sister was that jealous that she killed you? Your own twin. That's crazy. That was good. If you guys want another one of these, let me know for sure. I'm also uploading today depression and anxiety conspiracy theories. It's pretty interesting, so I hope you guys tune in for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know how you felt about this story, and I don't know.